Hello and welcome back to another episode of History in the Air presented by the Antique Airshow. Today we are on board a Virgin Australia Boeing 737 departing out of Melbourne on our way to Cairns. As we soar into the Melbourne sunset, let's take a brief overview of Melbourne Airport's history. Melbourne Airport was originally located at Essendon Fields Airport, with Essendon welcoming both domestic and then international passengers. By the 1950s, the airport was welcoming over 10,000 passengers a year. However, Essendon was beginning to reach its limit, and due to the residential build-up around the airport, there was no ability to expand it. As such, in February 1958, a study for a new location commenced, and in 1959, the government bought 13,000 acres of grassland at Tullamarine, 23 kilometres northwest of the Melbourne city centre. 5 years later, in 1964, construction on the new airport at Tullamarine commenced. On July 1st, 1970, Tullamarine Airport was opened, becoming Australia's first purpose-built jetport. The first arrival to the new airport was Alitalia Flight AZ723 from Rome, and the first departure was Qantas QF530 bound from San Francisco. The opening of the new airport created a lot of buzz around Melbourne, with many visitors flocking to the new facility. The opening weekend was said to be the biggest public attraction in Melbourne since August 1968, when the Art Centre was opened. For the first year of operations, Tullamarine Airport was only used for international travellers, with Essendon still being responsible for domestic travel. Tullamarine Airport would start domestic operations on 20th of June 1971. Upon completion, Tullamarine consisted of two intersecting runways, one north-south and a slightly shorter east-west, and three terminal buildings. Next to the airport, the Astrojet Space Centre was built, a facility measuring over 50,000 square feet. It boasted a dazzling interior, including an exposition hall, art gallery, cinema, food outlets, office spaces, and a post office. In 1973, Tullamarine had further expansion work undertaken to accommodate the Queen of the Skies, the Boeing 747. The 90s marked a decade of growth and redevelopment for the airport. In 1990, the airport welcomed its 10th million international passenger, and the following year, upgrades to the international terminal began. Throughout the second half of the decade, works would continue, including the expansion of Terminal 2 and the building of a new multi-storey car park. Significantly, in 1997, Tullamarine Airport was privatised by the Australian government. As the new millennial dawned, in 2000, the airport's fourth terminal building was opened to house budget carriers Jetstar and Tiger Air. Throughout the 2000s, expansion continued to accommodate more passengers, more airlines and bigger aircraft. Today, Melbourne Airport is one of Australia's busiest airports, with a 2023-24 financial year seeing some 35 million passengers pass through, 24 million of which were domestic passengers. Melbourne Airport is the second largest airport in Australia, and work is now well underway to expand the airport to include a third runway. So that is a brief overview of Melbourne Airport and its history. As we fly off into the sunset, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll hope to see you back here again soon.